Alright, we're back. My internet decided to disconnect. PS4 decided to disconnect from the internet. As we have learned, we're gonna have to farm for these small steel tubes. Cockpit. And cockpit are used to control the ship. Yeah, unfortunately for the merge block, but we're gonna have to make a solar panel or wind turbine for that, and we don't have a way to get girders, so we're gonna have to turn off the resting, because that's the only way. The other thing is we can turn on the meteor strikes. Doesn't give us a lot of stone though. I can try to get over to space to get asteroids with stone, but let's try not have to do that though. Why can't we get the Atmos? Still doesn't give us small steel tubes though. We can't make it assemble any small grid at all. And we can't get girders as a respawn pod doesn't spawn with girders. All I can do is just try. Only get 3 small steel tubes out of these things. That means if we wanted a large cargo container, then have to respawn 7 times. That'll give us 21. We need 20 for that. By the way, kit, there's no way disassemble from the survival kit. You can only assemble. That's how it is.
Energy low.
I think this was the previous respawn pod, so we're going there. Do we have meteor storms on? I'll just exit and quit after you get this respawn pod and go check on that. Ugh. It's only us. We don't have any cargo ships in the air. We don't have any of the encounters. We don't even have economy, so can't buy anything. Can't make a merge block because we got progression on, and we need the either solar panel or the wind turbine to do that, and we don't have a way of getting the solar cells because the respawn pod doesn't spawn with any of that. You know what? Does it spawn with wind turbine? It's a small grid, and small grid. There is no small grid wind turbine at all. So that's what we're going to have to deal with. I'm gonna
Energy critical.
alright. This is in this direction. It should have been one of those. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta mark my GPS for that next time. Because the body location GPS marker does not last forever. Yeah, go on Edmund mode, see what that grid is. Not what I want to do. Is that it? Okay, that's...
No energy. Your health.
Yeah, we gotta set in the GPS marker for that.
Health critical.
Where's that GPS marker? I want the tanks. Yeah. I don't know if we made it in time, so I did that. Made it before the hard H2 runs out. I definitely will make it to the body location on time. I saw something over there. Looks like gold. It is not gold, it is cobalt. I'm gonna mark it, but there's nothing I can do with the cobalt right now. Need a refinery to refine that, and we need some way to power the refinery. Yeah, I picked up some nickel, so I'm gonna place a GPS marker there. We can't make power cells with the survival kit. We're gonna need a sample for that. And there's no, yeah, totally no way to hack the battery without losing the power cells. And actually, besides that, you need the basic assembly to make the battery anyway. Take some of my stuff back. Plenty of plate, so I'm gonna put my stuff there. And we are gonna exit the main menu and go to the settings, and of course we'll save changes before quitting. As I said, alone on Europa, but first go to the load game, go to edit settings, we go to advanced, we do have meteor showers. It's on normal. I might have to do increase the chance of them spawning. The other settings we are going to leave alone. We hit OK. And we're going to load the game. Yeah, I just had to go down and just load the world back up. Hmm. Yeah, I had to turn the firing hostility up because we have not even found one. Immediate storm has not happened once. And put it in the safe ensures they won't appear. Yeah, we're gonna have to make another block because we're gonna need to make another one of these crates. Interior internal plates and the construction comps. What you need to make them. And I think it's something you don't ever need progression for. Suppose a barrel would work too, but that is these large steel tubes. And we can't do a cargo. We could do a cargo crate because we do have 3 small steel tubes. We're not going to do that though. It's just the freight. I don't want the freight like the... Why would I want the freight like on its side? Doesn't make any sense. And we can make an example about we don't need power to create an assembler. It's just have to run it, you need power. Same with it goes to the space that we find already. And the computer parts are another thing we're gonna have to farm because the assembler takes 80 of them. I'm pretty sure I have the motors to make the rest of that. 264. That is plenty. Because it does, that thing does have the Atmo thrusters, and you can write them down for a lot of motors. Actually, wait. I want to do this instead. Just so I can compare the assembler to the refinery. I don't know what's up with the meteor strikes. They're not striking. We need them. Big time. That is going to take 3 more respawn pods. I'm not sure which respawn pod that was. I'm not torn down that one yet. And, I'm just gonna make a sample for now. We're not gonna be able to run the thing, but we'll get to that later. We just need the stupid meteors to strike. That's all. There are no ways about it. There's no stone in Europa at all. Not even if you dig through the entire thing. You still will not get stone. That would take 38 kilometers, because the Europa that spawns through the distance worlds, that is 19 kilometers in radius. That means we're gonna dig through the entire thing. It's 38 kilometers. That is basically 23 or 24 miles in Imperial. measurements. This better be the right respawn pod. Because the markers themselves don't look deleted unless you quit the game. We have made it. We don't need to go and see for energy. Go to the survival kit. Yeah, why am I? I'm gonna just mine some of this ice. We don't want to run out of oxygen. I don't need that many. Just enough to keep the survival kit going. Don't take out the battery. We cannot tear this thing down with one bar of energy. It's simply too much. I really don't need these steel plates as much. Not right now anyway. We don't necessarily need the motors either, but anyway. Building the thing for this thing. In the seat. We would need 100 computers anyway. And I think all this stuff is a total of 16 computers. So that's a lot of respawning, unfortunately. Still do not have meteor strikes. And we don't have any wolves or spiders, and those things do drop stuff. So can't get them from there. I don't know what's the condition for them to spawn in Europa. Wolves or the spiders. I don't know if there's even any. Definitely know that Titan spawns spiders and the alien planet. Earth spawns wolves. Supposedly spiders do spawn on Pertram, but I've not managed to get any spiders on Pertram. Spiders do spawn frequently on Titan. I know that. That and the alien planet. The wolves do spawn occasionally on Earth. Not at high rate, but they do spawn. Yeah, I told you I'm gonna need energy. This interior light's only gonna need construction components. So I don't want to tear down the batteries right now. I think I can't afford that right now. I don't really need this much steel plates this moment either. If I tear down the survival kit, yeah, it's no oxygen, but they don't drop down as fast as energy does. know I took out the bottle and the oxygen tanks from the generator. Where is the meteor showers? Supposed to be meteor showers. And they do not want to. Meteors don't even want to come out. Hit the planet. Hit the moon, I should say. Europa is technically not a planet. In game mechanics, it is a planet, but technically it's not a planet. It's a moon. Same goes with Titan. Same goes with Earth's moon. And Triton. And Triton on this game is close to the size of as a normal planet would, but it's an 80 kilometer radius. It's 2/3 of a what the Earth or Mars would be in the game. Mars is definitely not the size of Earth in real life. It's quite a bit smaller. And I just tried the battery. Might as well get rid of the survival kit. So I tore the battery into pieces. This is not important. Yeah, ice anywhere in this world. That is not important at all. And that thing just totally went flying when I dropped the ice. That's your highlight reel for the day. That thing got blown away by the big ground ice that I dropped. And I dropped it. We're gonna get ice and ice anyway. Which one is that? Is Boston? Yeah, Boston Fan 379-1. That is where I had the stuff. We need to check out that. And we can't really call it a rock. It's just a mound of ice with ore in it. Where did it go? I just saw it. Where? Never. Yep, I just saw the thing. And that is gold we can do absolutely nothing with right now. That's how things go. Can't do anything with it. This has iron. Okay, I'm just too lazy to name GPS signals. They're all going to be Boston in whatever number. Didn't I just saw magnesium? Saw magnesium anywhere. Usually the magnesium likes to spawn with silicon. So it's going to be SIMG. See, silicon or magnesium. And usually spawns of ice everywhere in Europa. Is pretty much the whole freaking thing is ice. With a few ores and such, but it's pretty much all ice. If it was trying this stone to be under the ice, and wouldn't wouldn't really be a challenge. What I've seen on, your patches, I've not seen any discolored spots marking the ore patches, or is still there though. It's just all exact same as it's snow and ice that's above it. So, like something on the Earth planet, the snow would have spots of kind of, yeah, pretty much a slightly darker. It's like pretty much gray, very light gray. I set the meters. It's supposed to be get the fallen rocks on my head. Why don't you? Set the Armageddon. There should be some. Then that's not appearing. Not at all. What it should be. And we are completely doomed to die. There's no way around that. Unfortunately, that's what we were gonna have to do. Can't avoid it. We're gonna have to die a few times. And this thing does not drop at girders. None at all. Yep. There is no point in waiting to die. When you can just hit the respawn action. Before we can get the meters actually drop down, it is all random. And that's how it is. I don't want to have to max the meteor frequency. And we are not going to bother with the armor box at all. Unless they're in the way. Since we're not dealing with the armor box, we're taking out the battery. We can wait for the big old rock to spawn in the air and me slowing down. Go say it. the AI in the spacesuit. We should be getting plenty of metal grids. I don't think I can build a refinery with no assembler. Oh, I can. Just not right now, though. Yet the seat's gonna fall out. Just like the hair on your head when you get older. And I'm not gonna need all those handguns that the seat has. Not at all. Then. Wait a minute, if I'm gonna... Might as well make a refinery, just get all these blocks. Might as well. Till we wait for those big old rocks to spawn in the air. This is what we're gonna do. I don't care what's in the... Might as well take the oxygen in a hydrogen bottle and what little ice it has. We'll probably be able to make the refinery other stuff. I don't know how many steel plates you get from the tire pod. Actually, I have 134. And we're gonna have one of these respawn pod markers. That's how it is. $162.
No energy.
Guess that around 200.
Health low.
Let's face it, he is screwed. Yep. That pack goes flying everywhere. And we'll take care of the... That is so mean. I couldn't fly up in the air because the dampeners had to be auto. Not cool at all. Not cool. And we need that body location. We're gonna lose our stuff if we don't. Once we manage to get stuff, we'll be golden. Got the stupid meteors. They're supposed to drop down. Now I'm gonna have to put it on Cataclysm. That means many, many meteors. Or we're gonna have to go out in space and find some asteroids. Not even those have. Not even the boulders. Just a big mound of ice. All they are. Big, huge mound. And it's too many of those markers. I think that would be the one respawn pod we can go to. And I'm gonna have to delete them before I die. If that wouldn't work, yeah, I'm gonna just put something that, yeah, put one of my blueprints. Create one of my, go to the blueprint screen and put one of my blueprinted structures. Might have to do that. Do not want to have to do that, but if I don't got any choice, I got no choice. I'm going to... Let me guess this respawn pod is the right one. Hope it is. Guess all this respawning, I'm not gonna have to make extra hydro tanks. And survival kit, that also have to have power for that, and if you don't have power, you aren't respawning at that location. You're respawning somewhere else or with the pod. That is it. At least got an hour out of this. Last time it was only like 30 minutes before the PS4 decided to disconnect from the internet. And I have to reset my PS4 because unfortunately it's not going to go back on the internet unless I restart the console. That note, I guess right. Current. I'm deleting the rest of these. Not any of the Boston fans, as those were actually. Notice coordinates and somewhat similar. What they would on the home planet would be like where Mars would be. Pretty much similar, except for the Y would be different. Obviously, it's like the Y would be 6 digits. Now, I didn't take down the battery. I'm actually gonna avoid doing that until something comes up. I want to get rid of most of this steel plate because I decided I might just make a refinery. I might as well. The rocks are not falling from the sky. Can't get stoned that way. They're not falling from the sky. The only counters we have is the random counter setting. We don't got any planetary counters. We got no cargo ships. And we also have no economy. Not at all. Now I should not be running out of oxygen or hydrogen because we got pigs. And we're gonna have to put the seat right on the battery. We tore down the survival kit, so that's no choice. Want energy? We're gonna have to sit down. Any kind of seat works. The cockpit seats, the beds, the decorative blocks, DLC stuff, the passenger seats. Yeah, we're gonna take a seat in. And I don't think I can carry all this stuff to the base. We might as well tear down this H2 generator. We don't have a way. Do have a way of getting it, but can't get it through the survival kit because that's gone. I have no way of getting power cells because you can't even run an assembler. We can't get girders from the respawn pods at all. And we're not spawning anywhere else. Not Titan, not Titan. Only on this ice ball. Also, I never really liked going to meters. Meteorite crash sites often glitchy. Sometimes they don't even give you what's apparent they show. Mine for the stone, sometimes it doesn't even give the stone. Mine the ore, sometimes it doesn't even give you the ore, it's just the ore disappears. On this life, if I cannot get a meteor, we're actually gonna exit the game and just that setting one more. It does not go any higher than that. Cataclysm is the highest. And it's a good thing I have the 10 times box inventory size. Otherwise, I'd make a bunch of those crates. The threes that carry 3,000 liters of stuff on realistic settings. And we do not want to ruin the battery. Not at all. Well, this will carry like 10,000 liters. That's on times 10. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go back for that stuff. There's totally no way to get around it. We cannot grind these blocks around the landing gear. If we do, this thing's gonna be rolling all over the place. That's how it is. How the physics go. As long as that thing is still on there, that shouldn't be moving. I want the interior light. Come on. If I'm grinding the blocks around it, that thing completely disappears. And then I don't get the components back. Because it simply disappears. Just light walks through that. The cameras do that. Guess that's about it. It's pretty much the lights and stuff that disappear to find the walk that is on. Dum. Yeah, I just did this to myself. That was crazy. Well, guess what? I can carry most of that stuff.
Inventory full.
That is okay. When I was hoping I can carry the seat, but it doesn't come out that way. And I'm gonna return the base again just to get the battery and stuff, and turn the base and just force respawn. That's all. I think I can complete that assembler. I do have 14, but I do have more in the crates. Might have enough if I don't. I'm gonna have to tear that battery down anyway, but it's no big deal. That's not enough computers, but still have computers in the thing. I never grabbed any of the computers. Basic Sim had a lot new blocks. I still cannot make a merge block without a power stuff. I should say power system. Guess what? This week's refinery. Simply, I'm just going to replace this thing. I don't even need to keep this thing. That's how it is you take what they give you. Definitely not a fancy piece, not at all. We're gonna need to jack this up with a bunch of steel plate. I'm not concerned about the other stuff. I'm gonna get those anyway. Need more computers to do that. It's not a big deal though. Definitely have metal grids, 48 of them, and motors, and of course the tubes. This is going to give us many motors which we need. 850. We're going to have to... That's 250 steel plate. That's fine, we'll get that. That did not that did not separate the grid. Kind of interesting. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's the freight. I don't know. But the grid did not even split up. That should be one more respawn pod worth of plate. Can't believe we made a refinery. We have not used a single refinery at all. Has no power. You cannot make ingots with it without power. Not even with temporary power, because you can't attach a temporary power to it. Not at all. I can't even make a birds block. That's how sucky it is. And that is just the truth, unfortunately. All I want is dump one stupid meteor. We're not getting any of that. The environment hostility isn't even unsafe. We should be getting rocks falling from the sky. Nope, can't get even one of those. So freaking stupid.
Energy low.
Honestly, nobody cares. My energy is low, doesn't matter. Go back there on time anyway. Drop off my stuff and... Yep, another freaking respawn. At least we should have meteors by now. And not dropping from the sky? Not at all. There's no other way to get rocks in Europa because we cannot get any stone. Not even when we dig down to the whole freaking core of the moon. If this was real life, we'd have some rock. But this ain't real life. This is space engineers.
Energy critical.
We know Europa barely has any atmosphere. The wind turbines still do run. We don't have any economy stations. We cannot trade with any factions. We have no planetary counters. We cannot encounter abandoned ships on the moon. Or random stations. There are no cargo ships. We won't be seeing the business transport and stuff in space. We had also doomed to die multiple times. Because that's the rules. I might as well get rid of that other fleet. The freight, not the fleet. I don't need to make another one for another little under half of what that volume can carry.
No energy.
Yeah, might as well. No energy. I don't know if I even have energy to do this series. At least we don't have salvage rules. Not yet. I'm not gonna implement them right now. Your life support failed. So sad. Oh, you know what? What? Build a refinery we can't even use because we can't get power to it. We don't have a way of transferring power. Do this. Yep. Certainly Icy Hack. That is it. We're on Icy Hack. No, it's not the same chapter on that is on Disgaea 5. They call it Icy Hill. But I'm going to call this Icy Hack because it's Icy Hack. And we are going to events. Armageddon is the highest one. I'm just going to put that sound mode on realistic. Respawn ship cooldown. We're not going to screw with that. Why did I turn off the stressful hawks? There's no point for that. I guess could try to enable wolves and spiders. See if they can get us girders, or if they're even gonna spawn. We hit OK twice. We're going back on the world. The world save. We are alone on Europa. So true. There is no cargo ships that are in orbit. There are no stations to trade with. There are no planetary counters. The only counters we have is the... Yep, I want to say no global counters. It's all Factorum stuff. The only thing counters we have is the random encounters, and those like Maydays and stuff, and all Space Pirate. We don't have much of stuff to defend ourselves with. We're not going to even bother with that. I'm going to shoot drones with the S10. Yeah, I'm not going to last long doing that. Alone Europa. Taking this down will get me the refinery built. And I decided to grind down some of those light armor blocks from the base. We've got all these atmospheric thrusters. And the metal gears they keep giving us. Same with that hydrogen thruster that's down there. This completely drinks. That's all I'm gonna say. Completely drinks. I should at least get some freaking meteors to spawn. If that doesn't work out and they don't even spawn, guess what? Enable woven spiders. Mm. 63, we need 142, I think. Small grid rods don't give you a lot of steel plate. Many of these are like, maybe like 10 at the most. Not getting many of these steel tubes. It's 3 per respawn pod. And that's unfortunate. I can try a connector. The thing is, yeah. We're gonna have to jack up a bunch of computers. Oh, that is for... Why didn't I realize that? That's for the large grid. Am I freaking stupid? That was for the large grid. The 100 computers. I guess it wouldn't matter. It would still need a lot of these other stuff. I can't get bulletproof glass. Guess what? That does not really even matter. Not at all. If I can get a connector to the base, and a connector to the pod, I can transfer the battery power. That might be able to run the whatever. Take a seat. That's all I gotta do. To think I could have made a cockpit out of the stuff. Might as well put it in the build planner. Better be the right one though. Fighter cockpit, that's metal grids. Industrial cockpit requires more. You have cockpit is less bulletproof glass. Not really that important. All I need is to display some computers. leave that on for now. How many steel plate we got? And we only need the 100 computers for the large grid and not the small grid. And I did not realize that. We still would have needed enough for the small tubes to complete the connectors, though. And not that much more steel plate to go for the refinery. Although I've basically made absolutely zero progress at all. Other than that. So you don't still need to get stone to make stuff. Guess that's that. By the way, that thing will still exist. We're not going to Boston Pam 379. 379.3. Another boulder of gold. Oh, even with our Armageddon, there's no freaking big rocks dropping on us. That's weird. Isn't this where I saw the nickel? Better be. Well, all I'm seeing is ice. Stupid useless drill. Can't even spot stuff. Yeah. We don't need Boston Fan 379 number 3 anymore. It's all going to change to nickel and platinum. Platinum I can do nothing with right now. Actually, I might be. Swip are making that refinery. We are gonna have to make a cockpit. Now I'm gonna track this old rock. It's another thing of gold. AU2. Yeah, that's all I have to do is just make a connector. Place it somewhere. Put the connector on the pod. Try to fly it. We might be good to go. Yep, no power. This thing still has not despawned at all. We're just short on one chip. That is all. Since I'm low on hydrogen, that is what I'm gonna have to do right now. Well, it's back to respawn pod. I'm gonna tear this entire thing down. Spawn a new one. Put the cockpit on that. The cockpit on that one. Put some stuff we can fly with the thing. And we're golden. So all about getting that connector. Getting the connector on the base, getting the connector on the vehicle. That thing has power. Not unlimited power, but it still has power. Back to respawn pod. We're gonna take that thing down. We're gonna respawn. We're gonna spawn a new one. We're gonna turn that into a fly with that thing. And we're good to go. I'd have to keep the thing on the connector to just power the firing ring and stuff. And I'll be able to mine for iron just to get the... We'll be golden. It's just a journey to that is long and tedious farming on these basically these space pods that drop to the floor. Now I guarantee this is the last time we're gonna tear down the respawn pod. Yeah, we're not gonna take that tear down the next one. We'll use that as a vehicle. Especially with all that spare parts I'm getting from these respawn pods. That should not be a problem. We should max out our energy though, just in case. Then I don't even have to need this respawn pod anymore. Survival kit, I meant. Yeah, survival kit. I tried getting meteors, they will not spawn. Whatever reason, they're not even coming. I had them maxed out as well. It's just silly that way. Yeah. That means I won't have to turn on the wolves or the spiders to get stuff. Once I get the refinery set up, we are golden. There's no more farming for these farming respawn pods anymore to get materials. We don't got other stuff. We don't got most of the counters. We can't trade with anybody. That means any spare parts are just they're just for us. Nobody else is gonna come. That's why it's named Alone on Europa. We are all alone. Nobody. Why am I not flying up there? We can't afford to waste hydrogen. That's why. Have to be creative in doing stuff when you got nothing to do. Nothing's coming for you. Well, when Pixie Rain does our streams, I'll talk about this in her chat. Honestly, the space suit would be easier than this. We should be able to get stone. And usually you would spawn near an asteroid. It's just waiting for to get the cargo ship to spawn. But if you go on for, if you don't have any cargo ships, or the planetary is obviously not going to spawn in space. That's it. Yeah, if we don't have to do any more of that. That's the last one. Yeah, I might get this to 2 hours. Yeah, I'll stop at that point. That's how it usually goes on streams. I usually like 2 hours. If I can get more, I can get more. Building and trying to leave. Yeah, I know. We can build new blocks, finally. Still have to make the whole assembly, but that is for later. And we need 15 computers for the... Yeah, of course. 15 computers for that drivable thing. And we're gonna have to have 20 computers for any of these. I suppose. Go to control. Yeah, Roby. Any of these, we still need the 15 computers. So, that one, unfortunately, that's not bridge helm. That is unfortunately how it goes. with these tools. Yep, we're gonna force one last respawn. As again, Europa. At least we can get the computers from somewhere. Definitely not the battery. No way. What's the least that I need? Level up. I don't necessarily need the ore detectors or the beacons. I'd like to keep the ore detector, but I just need 3 more computers. O2 issue generator. I'm not taking out the survival kit. That'd be stupid. Atmosphere thrusters do not require computers. Taking out the battery would be stupid also. I 100% don't really need this antenna right now. That's what I'm really going to take out. The respawn pod's there, marker's there anyway. Yeah, I got rid of the right one. Nice. I'd like to have this on ore detector. We need computer parts for the cockpit. We can take out this parachute hatch, because it's not exactly necessary right now. That conveyor is going nowhere. It doesn't really matter though. I'm going to take off these parts though. And we do not need this light. The reason why we're going to need places to put the thrusters. I just took out the freaking battery. Darn. Guess I'm tearing this apart for steel plate. That means I'm gonna have to respawn another freaking spawn pod. Guarantee that'd be the last one. Might as well take care of all this stuff. Darn. And of course, survival kit. We don't want to respawn at this one again. Yeah, can't respawn. Battery's gone. Was not paying attention. I got rid of one of the power cells. That's all she wrote. Really do not have to want to respawn another one. That's how it goes. I don't even need to take all this steel plate. Since I got the spawner all built up, I don't need to do this. I'm totally getting rid of other stuff though. This is 4 metal grids. Might as well take care of that. Might as well let that respawn as well. another handgun that I don't even need. I already got quite a few of those. Of course, no data pad, there's no economy. So that wouldn't matter. Just get rid of stuff that's not steel plate. Not that I need the extra motors. Wow. Did you see that? I just flew right out of the pod. That defies the laws of physics. I wasn't even moving at all. Totally defies the laws of physics. Boss fan number one's the base. In fact, might as well call it the base instead of my gamer tag. What? Huh. Oops. At least the game pauses when you do that. Otherwise, I've been losing more energy. Well, that's the situation. I might as well get the connector ready. At least I should have enough stuff to build a new cockpit. And more thrusters on that thing. I'll probably be ending this episode soon. I should end it when I make the thing fly. If I've got no way to get back energy, and we are finally going to place this somewhere.
Energy critical.
It's in logistics. Yeah, I can just make a conveyor. Get the. I forgot about that. Need a conveyor to get to that thing. Not important right now. Don't care if my inventory's full. I'm gonna do this inset connector because it's just a flat block. Need more steel plate for that.
No energy.
24 medical components. Must have tore down that thing enough.
Your health is critical.
I'm doomed anyway. Next time, I'm not going to rip the battery apart. Not making that mistake again. I guess on that note, that's my... I think that's my 9th respawn pod. I've got the materials. I'm going to drive this thing to the connector. We can get some power to the base. Finally get this thing started. Finally. And with the ores, I can make anything I please. Except for the protect stuff, but that's not important right now. Make sure I get rid of that light and not the power source. The silver lining is that got me some extra material. That also means I can get rid of this passenger seat. I don't need it anymore. I'm not worried about comparing to everything. Lose that landing gear. Can I place another one though? Definitely can. And I've not gotten the progression for the merge block. It's not really in that point right now. Not gonna need it. I'm not gonna worry about that other landing gear. It is what it is. I need to go in control. Get the flight thing. I don't care how this thing looks. I want to fly. That other stuff, I can just simply go to base and get that. I gotta make sure this is set up right though. Yeah, that's where it goes. I don't need this overhang, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Same with this one. Just some extra steel plate. Can't go wrong with that. Especially how much it's used in general. Might as well get it. And I was not stupid this time cutting down the battery. it is back to base. Wait a minute. I may want... No, I can't even do the build planner for those. Will once I get the cockpit set up. Why did I want to do the build plan for the thrusters? That is because I did not really want to have to go back and forth, back to this again. And I do want to create 4 more of those. Just so I don't have to go back. The connector I can do when I'm flying thing. That I can do. Might be a good idea to have the drill out. That's how I'm going to find ores. Nickel isn't that important to me. I got a nickel marker already. However, I don't want iron. That is the truth. Oh yeah, still gonna need computers. And I cannot live out the connector. I'm gonna have to have that. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna have to move this because I'm gonna have to tear down the refinery a little bit. That is completely fine. We can disassemble this basic assembly anyway. That is important stuff. I did not realize I needed more computer parts for stuff. Bulletproof glasses I really don't need. I'm gonna need 16 metal grids. Nope, I only need 4. That's only the... I was thinking about the hydrogen first then. Atmosphere needs only one each. 18 times 4 is 72. So I'm going to need 72 motors. Just look at the movement. That is large grid. 4 steel tubes, 88 construction components, and 12 steel plates. $88. This is 12. Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 3. I'm gonna grab a bottle because my hydrogen is getting low. Oh, that's the oxygen bottle. I don't need that at the moment, so there.
Energy low.
Now I don't have to take 2 trips to the thing. I'm gonna need computers, but just to put the refinery back up. But I can do some more stuff that have silicon in it, like the radio comps. I'm not gonna need all those right now. Might as well mark this rock as... I'm gonna go coal. So we'll eventually need that stuff. And we built the refinery. We've actually not even used the basic refinery. It's funny how that goes like that. It's back to the respawn pod for the one last time. Now I'm going to need a forward. I'm going to need the one that goes back. I'll need ones that go left and right. We got the up covered. We don't need the downs. And can just let the gravity take care of that. It's not much gravity, but it'll take care of that. I don't think the atmosphere process probably is not as effective on Europa as it would on a planet. It's because it's barely an atmosphere, but it still works. And the gravity's really low anyway.
Energy critical.
Yeah, yep. Now we can set up the thrusters. Can't do the hydrogens. The reason why is we have not made a hydrogen tank, and we'd have to rely on the O2 H2O2 generator to make enough. So we're not going to that direction. Am I forgetting something? Boy. It's gonna be hard to move, turn up the gyroscope. And we do have the parts for it. How did I not even think about that? We needed the gyro. Let's see if I'm able to make... I should be able to at least place the thing. Yeah, we're all golden. I'm just going to make a quick save and test flight this thing. We're definitely going to need to turn these things on. At least the up ones. Just so I don't destroy this thing. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah. Kind of like the Final Fantasy victory fanfare. We need to drive the base. Look, we're flying now. I do have one last thing, is get the connector on this thing. Well, I'm not going to drive this thing to get the ores. I'm going to drive myself. Rather, fly with a jetpack, get the ores, and come back. We are super golden now. We can do some progress now. Finally. Mm-hmm. I think the one with the iron is one of the Boston fans. I'll be changing it to the actual name of the mineral. Element, I should say, that it makes. Not slowing down very well. Yeah, the problem with Europa. Its atmosphere is thin. That Atmo thrusters is not as effective. This thing is just drifting off everywhere. Stop this thing. Yep, I just realized what was wrong. This is why it's drifting. Yeah, good thing I noticed that. That it didn't have the other thrust there. This is the base. I can do the connector while this thing's right in the air. I want to drop this down a little bit so I don't have to fly as high. Save my hydrogen that way. Not that it's basically infinite because the moon is ice. This thing is in the way. We're gonna have to get rid of this thing. The landing gears I can just place on later. Right now, I've got to get the connector on this thing. It doesn't matter how it's placed. I'm just gonna go do that. I should have the steel tubes to do that. No problem. I mean, 12 of them. I'm gonna want at least one of these things. Yeah, I'm gonna shut down those thrusters. Gonna can't have them consuming energy on this thing. Can I? That no, I'm gonna take. I won't. I just missed the radio comps. Break those down to silicon so I can get computers. And yes, we can disassemble them. But first thing, yeah. What is that, 93? Yet they are all getting torn down. No, that was 53, not 93. Wouldn't be able to carry 93 of those. Right now, I need some stuff. Because I'm not going to want to rely on that connector to provide power. Since we got power to this place now, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be 25 meters. And we're also going to break down some of the steel plates. Disassembling. Yeah, we're gonna have to build that refinery. We can definitely do that. And we need 16 computer parts to complete that. We don't need those 48 steel plates. That's just to complete the refinery in its entirety. We're going to want to build a windmill. Wind turbine, rather. And we can do that. Don't screw that one up, huh? Only thing we need to make is the girders and the computers. And that's enough to make them. And on that note, we can finally do some stuff now. We're golden. By building the wind turbine, we've unlocked new blocks. That is it for the stream. Thank you for watching this thing. If you and the ones that watch after this thing, the vault when you watch this thing on after the stream ends. And on that note, this is imMinutemanMatt, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.